Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. The beginning of the new year is a great time to reflect on who provided you support when you needed the most and helped you accomplish your goals. Sorry. See, the Mentoring is a socially inclusive organization built on the principles of respect for human rights, diversity, and promotion of equality for all. The mentoring's mission is to provide one-to-one mentoring support and guidance to people of all ages and backgrounds, helping them to overcome significant barriers to social inclusion. We at the TMR help individuals and communities to tackle their personal challenges, whether it is in health and well-being, education, training, employment, or settling in the UK. It's been an amazing journey of 10 years at the Mentoring, supporting vulnerable individuals who are in a position I was in through mentoring. Mentoring is a key pillar, and we truly believe having a strong mentor can be a life-changing asset. With the topic of this year's National Mentoring Month being Thank Your Mentor, our speakers achievements, advice, and sharing stories. Without any delay with the start of the session, I would like to welcome Minister of Social Justice, Jane Hutt. Jane Hutt needs no introduction, but I would like to give a little brief introduction because we have the audience from India, Sierra Leone, USA, UK, and Europe. Jane was appointed Minister for Social Justice in May 2021. Prior to that, in 2018, Jane Hutt was appointed as Deputy Minister and Chief Whip. In March 2020, the Welsh Government had committed to develop an ambitious and radical race equality action plan for Wales. Led by Jane Hutt, the then Chief Whip and Deputy Minister, the Race Equality Action Plan has already started its journey to make an anti-racist Wales by 2020. Over to you, Minister Jane Hutt.
Thank you very much indeed, and thank you for inviting me to open the Thank Your Mentor final session of the Mentoring's excellent 8-part series. And as you've said, it's an opportunity to celebrate and recognise National Mentoring Month. And I've been very pleased to speak at a number of mentoring scheme events, including the East Routes to Public Life, the previous Women's Equality Network Wales scheme, and recently the Equal Power, Equal Voices initiative. And these schemes have all shown that the right combination of training, support and encouragement can really pay dividends and help people from underserved communities develop the skills and confidence they need to enter into public and political life. And that's where we need you. So thank you to Sujatha and the Mentoring for offering this series to a broad and diverse range of mentees who I know will greatly benefit from the programme. And I think congratulations also to all of those who completed the mentoring scheme. And of course, your personal reflections of this unique experience will be shared later this evening. So all of you should be very proud of your place here and really excited for the opportunities that lie ahead. And as a mentor myself, I'm aware that each of the mentors would have had a very fulfilling and inspiring experience, benefiting personally as I've done from my time as a mentor over the years, with the learning and reflective opportunities that it brings. And mentoring schemes, as well as being personally fulfilling, can also greatly help our ambition, the Welsh Government's ambition, to improve the diversity of those in leadership roles and public life across Wales, key ambition of the Race Equality Action Plan. So as everyone here today will know, but those striving for those public roles must see others who look like them and have shared their life experiences to really believe that their roles are for them. promoting diversity and inclusion has always been priorities for our Welsh Government, with the principal commitment to equality written into our DNA. And our Race Equality Action Plan is built on the values of anti-racism, calls for zero tolerance of racism in all its guises. That's being achieved by co-construction with our Black, Asian and ethnic minority communities. It identifies a vision and values for an anti-racist Wales. And the plan contains goals, actions, timelines and tangible outcomes, which will help us to move from the rhetoric on racial equality and ensure we deliver meaningful action. It's also grounded on the recognition of the need for fundamental change and reflects our commitment to not just listen to Black, Asian and minority ethnic people, but actually to take action, to make change in Wales that are tangible for those we are working with. And a key action within the Race Equality Action Plan is to ensure diversity in public life at all levels. It's a priority for the Welsh Government and for me personally. And, you know, we have a long way to go on that in terms of that achievement. We are making some progress, but we're not reflective of our diverse communities. Achieving this representation across the whole of Wales, across all sectors, public, private, third sector, is crucial to everything else we want to deliver, to getting it right in terms of policy, services, the way we deliver services and how we target them, budgets, everything is engaged in this. Mentoring programs, such as the ones we're celebrating today, are crucial to helping us achieve this goal, because the schemes provide mentees with the inspiration, confidence and resilience to use their experience within their wider communities and as well as within their own lives. By putting yourselves forward for the mentoring program, you've demonstrated a desire to bring about change and make a difference. So I want to encourage all of you today to use this experience to apply for roles in public, political and community life that will be enhanced by the skills you have learned on the mentoring program. And there are so many opportunities coming up all the time. Just in this week, new opportunities with the new Citizens' Voice engagement in the health service. That's just one example, but so many opportunities that are coming forward. As I've said, and I will say again and again, our public service leadership must reflect the communities that we serve. Celebrating cultural diversity is a key goal within the Race Equality Action Plan. We're committed to support all parts of the society in Wales to embrace and celebrate diverse cultural heritage while understanding and recognising the right to freedom of cultural expression. So thank you to the mentoring for their work in this area, for being a key voice in the development of the plan through your consultation engagement. I also appreciate your continued work with the most affected people and communities through the COVID-19 pandemic, recognising the difficulties and the pressures that you have all been under and continue to be so. We've lived through and continue to live through the most extraordinary 2 years that's demonstrated and exacerbated the deep inequalities in our society. But your work with those groups have been and people who've been affected, including women, people, Black, Asian, minority, ethnic people, young people, older workers, low income, low paid workers, disabled people. It's all to be commended. It's all leading us to make sure that we are prioritising those areas in terms of budget, policy and leadership. But I think just finally, your mentoring scheme has been a great success. I encourage all mentees to use this unique experience of progress in your personal development, in your lives, your careers, and within wider public life. So I wish you all the best for the remainder of your event today. And again, we will meet again in many different ways, and I will see you there in many leadership roles as well, I'm sure. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane, for opening the session and your kind words. Without our mentors, I don't think we would survive or we would have existed without them. And would love to thank all the mentors who have supported our beneficiaries at the crucial time, especially during COVID. And now we are continuing to support all those who are going through mental health issues because of lockdown and their health issues, those who lost their loved ones, and other people. We are really struggling to get good mentors. So this is one way of encouraging mentors and thank them because they have really helped us all through our journey. Thank you. We'll now move on to the speakers. May I request all the speakers to stick to 3 minutes to ensure that we stay on time. And if you're able to set up a stopwatch, that would really help us. If you're not running over time, that will be beneficial to the smooth running of this session. So the first speaker I would request is from India, Venu Reddy. He's a CEO of SNEL, that is Stanel. Venu Reddy is an experienced board level executive in financial services and IT. He played an instrumental role in the consulting strategy of the world's largest Hindustan Computers Limited, HCL Consulting and HCL Technical Technology, and their offshore development setup in the US, India, and at Delhi in March 1997. He was conferred with the Indian Achievers Award for the CEO of the Year 2020. Well done, and for his immense contribution to the IT industry in support of Global Compact Network and Government of India. I now hand over to Venu Reddy.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you for all participants. I'd like to share my journey in the mentoring. When I passed out, are you able to hear? Yeah. Thanks for giving this opportunity for me, TMS. I started after my graduation in 1993. I was searching for my career breaking. I come across my mentor. In my career journey, what I learned from the mentor is 3C formula they have been initiated. One is they advise me that clarity. Another is communication. Third one is commitment. With these 3 formulas with my mentor, I started my journey in 1997 from Brain Trust, India. Luckily, I have today my mentor is also in this session. Sujata Thaladi is my mentor. I'm very proud to say today my all success goes to my mentor, to Sujata Thaladi. And my successful journey, then I thought to give back to my mentor experience. I become a mentor now. I am donating my 10 hours every month, sharing my skills, sharing my knowledge and expertise for the next generation. Right now, I have been associated with Micro Mentor organization, RMIT University from Vietnam and Australia, MentorNet, Guide Point, SMU School of Engineering, USA, University of Westminster, UK, in Indian universities, Usmania and Kakatiya University, and Aston University from UK, St. Louis, Washington University. Thank you for giving this opportunity, Sujata.
Thank you very much, Venu, because you set up a legacy of mentoring from one to another. And thank you very much for coming today because it's too late as well. I think it's almost 10:30, 11. Please stay on. Yeah. Our next speaker is Jane Lewis. Is Jane here?
Yes.
Oh, let me just point out.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, there you are.
Right.
Jane Lewis is a dynamic development professional with a proven track record in motivating individuals and groups to identify and achieve their learning goals in her roles of facilitator, coach, and mentor. Working in work-based learning environment, Jane has introduced many organizations, both here in Wales and across Europe, to the power of mentoring as a key to providing encouragement and support to diverse groups of people, women and returners, apprentices, refugees, and asylum seekers, to name a few. Jane's flagship program, Coaching and Mentoring in the Workplace, has recently been awarded accreditation at practitioner level by the European Mentoring and Coaching Council. Jane's personal philosophy about the value of effective mentoring stems from her own experience of being mentored at critical stages in her life. I'm being coached by Jane Lewis at the Mentoring and Workplace. Jane Lewis, over to you now.
Thank you very much, Sujata. And of course, many moons have passed since we first met, when you had recently arrived from India. And nice to see your grown-up daughter, because when I first met you, she was just a little titch, wasn't she? I love this idea of saying thank you to people who have influenced us as mentors. And I want to say thank you to two women who at different stages in my life were my mentors. Now, they didn't call themselves that, but in those days, it wasn't a much used term. The first of these remarkable women who helped to guide me towards the woman I am today was my aunt, Hope Clayton. My father's younger sister, Hope, never married, but took a great interest in her many nieces, of whom I was one. Hope opened many doors for me. She took a keen interest in my growing up and closely followed my various adventures as a young adult woman, spreading her wings from school and university in Sydney to a job in London, and then traveled throughout Europe. I know that so many decades on, I can trace my own personal values to those practiced by Hope. In my own mentoring relationships, I can still hear her counsel. I try to convey to the people that I'm privileged to mentor today her positive mantra: go on, dearie, you can do it, you know you can. I know, and I will be forever grateful for the lasting effect her encouragement and belief in my ability to achieve my goals has had on me. So thank you, Hope Clayton. The second person to whom I would like to say thank you for being such an amazing mentor to me, again, with no thought of the term in the relationship mentor-mentee, is Myron Charles. I first met Myron when I became involved in the guide movement in Wales as a county commissioner and later as a national training advisor. Now, my route to these appointments was somewhat unorthodox, to say the least, as I had had very little experience of being a Girl Guide in Australia. But Myron, on the other hand, was a lifelong guide, so she knew how it all worked. Sensing my lack of confidence and occasional bewilderment, she took me under her wing, thus becoming my de facto mentor. Initially, I found the challenge daunting. There was so much I didn't know about the history, the law, the legends, the language of this famous movement for girls and young women. Myron gently steered me in the right direction. She never made me feel ignorant or out of place, but encouraged me to get to grips with all the challenges I faced almost on a daily basis. By her role modeling, Myron enabled me to see what guiding was all about and what it offered to young people. She opened doors that enabled me to develop my networks with others. She identified those characteristics about me that would add value to the experiences of the youngsters. always encouraging and supporting me to move out of my comfort zone. Thus, my small rural Welsh county introduced inexperienced guiders to camping by running Green Guiders training camps. We ran an international camp and opened up new units to encourage Welsh-speaking children to become involved. Of all the great gifts I received from Myron Charles as my mentor was her personal leadership style. In everything she undertook, Myron, the head of guiding in Wales at the time, personified the servant leader. With her humility and her simplicity, she was able to win the hearts and minds of us all. So thank you, Myron Charles. Thank you, Hope Clayton. And I am confident that the people with whom I interact today as a coach and mentor are also indirect beneficiaries of the impact of these two women in my life. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you, Sujata.
Thank you so much, Jane. That was very good. Thanking your mentors as well. And you've been my mentor in the beginning when I arrived here. Thank you very much. May I request now Malini Rajkumar, career development practitioner, worked in the Vancouver board as career advisor, helping students of all ages to chart and work towards their career goals. Prior to that, worked as assistant general manager in Reserve Bank of India in Mumbai. Currently volunteers her time helping the blind people through the Canadian National Institute for the Blind. She's conducted pro bono workshops on career and professional development for her clients for over a year here with the Mentor Ring. Over to you, Malini.
Is muted. Malini, you're muted.
Sorry, yes. Here I go. So mentoring is an age-old concept, and my first mentor is my mother. I am who I am today because of her. I learned so much from her. And growing up, it was wonderful because I had the support and guidance from my family, my friends, my teachers. They instilled confidence in me. But after I finished my university, I joined the Reserve Bank of India in middle management. At that time, there were very few women who were actually working, and even fewer at my level. So I could have used the services of a career mentor if there was one at that time. So I really felt the need for a mentor. So I started informally mentoring co-bankers, my staff, to accomplish their career goals. And later on, when I moved to Canada here too, I started working in the Vancouver School Board as a career advisor. But we didn't have any formal career mentoring. So again, informally, I started mentoring other career advisors. And soon I started a mentorship program for girls to explore careers in partnership with the YWCA. And later on, when I connected with Sujata and learned about the wonderful service she's doing in mentoring, I came on board and started career and development series for the participants of the mentoring program. I've been with you for over 1.5 years. So at this point, what I would like the participants to do is to take some time and reflect on what you have learned in these series for over 1.5 years. What are your takeaways? What do you plan to do with those takeaways? How do you want to use your skills? I know many of you have been mentoring in an informal basis. I recommend you try mentoring in an organization so that you get the benefits of supervision. And in the last session, we covered about supervision and the benefits that mentors can receive from supervision. So try several things. And in closing, I would just like to wish each one of you the very best in 2022. And hopefully we can reconnect probably next year to see how we are all doing. So all the very best to each one of you. Bye for now.
Thank you, Malini. That was very good. And thank you very much for being there and doing a lot of workshops for us for almost over a year now. We really appreciate that. We now have Christina and Karen Getch from USA, from BA Mentor. Are you there, Christina and Karen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, we have Christina from Mentoring Programs Director, and Karen, hello, Media Marketing Manager from Be a Mentor, based out of California in the United States. Be a Mentor leverages its 30 years of experience to collaborate with other young youth-serving agencies to implement and scale mentoring, which provides caring adult mentors to help youth build vibrant, successful lives for themselves. Over to you both, Karen Getch and Christina Davis.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. My name is Christina Davis, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be with you all today. Be a Mentor has supported mentoring for 30 years, and we have witnessed the impact of youth have of caring adult mentors in their lives. Be a Mentor was started in the Silicon Valley, which has led to the creation of our volunteer management system. This is a cloud-based system uniquely designed to support the life cycle of mentor-mentee matches in volunteering. Be a Mentor has more recently pivoted from directly matching mentors and mentees to leverage our experience with managing mentoring programs by collaborating with other agencies who are already serving youth and would like to either start or scale a mentoring program. Be a Mentor supports a project coordinator through grants and then trains the project coordinator to run the program in the partner agency, including use of our volunteer management system. Since the volunteer management system was created to support mentoring and volunteer programs, it is able to track all of the applications and background screening requirements and documents for mentors, forms and applications for mentees, to run reports, send out surveys and view feedback, create and end individual and group matches, and have mentors log their time and notes from their meetings with their mentees. The volunteer management system can facilitate virtual, in-person, or hybrid mentoring programs. With the efficiency of the volunteer management system and a funded project coordinator, the coordinator is able to focus their time and attention on supporting the great work of mentors and mentees. Be a Mentor is grateful for the support of thousands of mentors over the years and the life-changing impact that they have had on the lives of their mentees. Youth enrolled in a grant program through Be a Mentor from the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Program experienced significant benefits from their mentoring relationships, such as 96% of youth reported that they established and successfully reached their goals. Also 96% of the youth reported improved interpersonal and communication skills with adults and their peers. 93% of those youth also reported learned or improved anger management skills, and 87% reported that they improved their social skills and engaged in new beneficial activities. We're so grateful for the impact that mentoring has had on the lives of these youth. And now I would like to turn it over to my colleague, Karen, who will share about our newest mentoring program.
Christina, and thank you, Sujatha, for having us today. Be a Mentor understands that mentoring has the power to change many lives as it touches. And so one of our goals is to scale mentoring. Academic Mentoring, our newest program, uses our volunteer management system that Christina just mentioned to reach the largest number of youth possible. It's entirely online and uses our proprietary virtual mentoring platform to make interactions safe and effective. Mentors sign up online, get a background check, complete an online training, and meet with their mentees all from one platform. Youth have their own login with parental oversight, and virtual mentoring allows mentors and mentees to meet regardless of location and remove scheduling barriers. So I'd like to read a story from one of our mentor-mentee matches. Let me just pull that up real quick. Open up a little bit, sorry. So this is about Joe and Mike. Joe and Mike were matched in 2001. Joe is an adult now, but they are still in contact and talk on the phone regularly. Mike helped Joe with homework and improving his grades, but also provided emotional support and friendship. They had similar interests, which helped them to bond, but they told us that compromise, honesty, and trust are what holds their relationship together. Joe could tell Mike things that he couldn't share with his parents and knew that Mike would support him all along the way. Mike knows that he benefited from the relationship too. Joe helps me Joe helps me keep things simple, Mike told us. And by being more in tune with what he wants, it helps me pay more attention to the needs of other relationships too. That's it for me. Thank you so much for having us.
That's an interesting matching of mentors and how you've shared this story. Thank you, Karen and Christina. I've been associated with Be a Mentor for the past 10 years, I think, and I've learned a lot through Be a Mentor. Thank you very much for being with us. May I now request Augustine Gavini. Augustine is a SAP consultant. Do you want to introduce yourself, Augustine? Over to you. Just wanted to say, Augustine is also alumni from Osmania University, India.
Yep, this introduction is not out of the 3 minutes, right? Rather difficult for 2 minutes because I was a professor of business and 15 minutes is anyway, don't worry. Basically, myself and Malini and Sujata, we are all contemporaries in Osmania University. So I joined university immediately after my graduation and then did my master's, double master's and PhD and all that, and 20 years I taught there. Then after that, I moved into another career and moved to US into the computers without learning what is computers in a university setting. But I'm an architect of SAP, currently doing after about 10 years of working in SAP. So that's my introduction. About the mentoring, I don't know what is mentoring in those days because it was all called as role model. And again, I'm not a formal mentor nor a formal mentee. It is all informal. So I've just, in 3 minutes, I'm putting a stopwatch now. So in 3 minutes, I would like to, complete whatever that I want to talk. So I started as a hostel guy in a British regiment kind of school where you don't have anything but you conform to the norms. So no individual thinking, nothing, and no mentor, nothing, you just follow the rules, and that's how it was from 6th grade to 12th grade. And after coming out of 12th grade, then it was a big ocean, as to know how to do things in the world. So I had to do most of the things myself, and I would say that I'm a self-made person. Then I joined university and did my post-graduation and joined the university as an assistant professor, and then ended up as a professor for 20 years. So that's where, I got a lot of mentoring from some of my teachers. Maybe they were not very personally talking to me, but we got emulated and got some kind of, behavior learning and, organizational skills and things like that from them. So one of the professors, today morning, I just greeted him on his 80th birthday. So I still have contacts with that professor. So that's how he was, I would consider him as my mentor. Then as a professor, I must have, given advice and then whatever you're calling as, the greater mentorship to lots and lots of people. Most of them are in US, and I would give the example of one person whom I appointed as executive assistant. That lady at that time was a graduate with 2 kids, married by then, and I motivated her and guided her for her master's. I think she did double master's and also did her PhD under me. And she is a big, what we call it as director of some HR, HR director of some, company. So that's how we try to, motivate, people and then do some kind of informal, mentoring. And she's a very, very famous lady now in terms, she does a lot of talks or, advices or, motivational talks, leadership talks and things like that. Then when I became, moved to US, I had to be a mentee because I changed my profession and I don't know what is their computers are. So you'll be surprised that some of my students were my mentors. And wherever I join, all my bosses are at least 20 years younger to me or 15 years younger to me. So this is something, little different, because learning is learning, whether you are learning from elder people or you learn it from, younger people, because the technological changes, the younger generation knows much, better. Then lastly, I also started a religious organization which is for our language people. That is, I speak Telugu. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. Telugu is my language, and there are about 20-25 families, and this we have been doing for 15 years in Phoenix, Arizona. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. So a lot of people come from US for the computer jobs, or nowadays the trend is that a lot of people are coming for teacher jobs, teaching jobs. So I do mentoring there. Again, I become a mentor. So I was a mentee, then I was a mentor, then again I became a mentee. Now I am a mentor, trying to do whatever that best I can to the people who are in my fellowship. The total is about 100 people come to the fellowship. We meet once in a month. So it is not just the organizational stuff that we do as a mentoring, but also the social and emotional and what we call it as religious things that I do. And we are all a happy family of about 25 people in the country called United States. Place is Phoenix. So ultimately, to conclude, I think I am within that 3 minutes, because Siddhartha will alert me if I'm going beyond that. So
Thank you.
is really a good bond, or it's like a glue. It's like a glue, and then it really helps the society to become much more enlightened and guiding the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Augustine. You really raised a point that we never had any mentors. It was very informal, and we learned through our inspirational mentors who were our teachers or parents or somebody. May I now request Sean Newton, chair of the mentoring, to present certificates. I've got all the certificates. I don't know how many of you are here. Is Asifa here? You can say yes and then take the certificate. Sean, do you want to unmute? Yeah, you have the list, haven't you?
Yeah, happy to do so. Good evening, everyone. As chair of TMR, I would like to thank you for the privilege of presenting these certificates for completion of your mentor training. I welcome the fact that this is being undertaken virtually, as this reduces the amount of handshaking required and also complies with COVID rules at the moment. The list is extensive, and unlike the Oscars, we won't have time for acceptance speeches, which sometimes is a good thing. So without further ado, and apologies for my pronunciation if necessary, I would like to take the opportunity to present these certificates to the following people. Asifa Khan.
Is she there? You can raise your hands. I don't think she is yet.
Bunesh Nepal.
I think that because it's been recorded, many people did not. Is Tissam there? I think I saw Tissam.
This reminds me of the film Love Actually. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it works really well.
Oh, thank you. I'm here. Yes. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Tissam.
Bushra Ali.
Not many.
Catherine Davis.
There she is. Catherine. She's here.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, thanks.
No acceptance speeches, remember. Duda Bonifa. Fazala Ali.
Is she there?
Gemma Borrego. Harish Kumar Balsad.
I think I saw Hazel.
Yes.
Hazel Hill. Congratulations, Hazel.
Thank you.
Jabin. Oh, I'm ahead of you. Jabin Mitha. Karen Angus. Kritika Arvind.
She was here. She's gone, I think. Is she there?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mariam G. Mohammed Kalon. Premila Vias.
And there.
Rachie Williams. Rubina Rishi.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Rubina.
Thank you.
Salujana Kalyan.
Hello, hi, thank you for the recognition. Thank you. And congratulations, TMR, for 10 years.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Sarita Power.
Shakila, she said she cannot come. Yeah.
Claire Bower.
I think I saw Silati. He's from Sierra Leone. Is he there? Yes, he is. Is Silati, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you very much, Sujata. Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate it. It has been a tremendous and good throughout with you guys. I appreciate that one. Thanks for recognition.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the African Cup of Nations.
I know we're gonna win tomorrow against Algeria. You're gonna tell me. Okay?
Thank you, Silati.
Thank you, Sujata. I appreciate it.
That's what I just want.
Silati is from Sierra Leone. That's why I think we've got some network issues.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The next recipient is Vanya Francis.
And the last.
And in my calculations, last but not least, Yasmin Khan.
There she is.
Thank you. That's
congratulations, Yasmin.
well. Yeah.
Yasmin, you are mute.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
May I also take this opportunity to thank the organisers and presenters of the programme, Malini Rajkumar, Sujata, obviously, as we all know and love, Sunil Pulpaka, Yusuf Ranganwala, and Emily Bright, and of course, Jane Hutt and tonight's presenters. What an auspicious crowd indeed. As a reminder, if at all necessary, mentoring is a one-to-one, caring, supportive relationship or partnership between a mentor and a mentee that is based on trust. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to celebrate National Mentoring Month.
Thank you, Sean. That was very good. Thank you for presenting the certificates. And thank you all for participating. I've got a few from the audience who would like to say something and thanking their mentors. May I request Tripti Meguri? Tripti, are you there?
Hi, Sujata.
Hi, Tripti.
Hi. Hello, everyone. My name is Tripti Megeri, and I'm a lawyer, but currently working in NHS as a project support officer. And in my personal experience, what I would like to say is mentor is a person who helps you in making the right decisions. And in my life, I have one such mentor. Her name is Mrs. Kumuda Nayak. And I know her since 2007. She played a major role in my life and she helped me in making major decisions. Whenever I felt I'm in a dilemma, I always reached to her. And the year 2021, it was quite significant year for me. I achieved a lot of things, but in the meantime, it was very challenging one as too. And there was one point where I was struggling to make some decisions. I received 3 job offers and I was struggling to make the decisions which one to choose. And obviously, as always, I reached to her and she helped me in making the right decision. Apart from Kumuda auntie, so I have many other people like my family members, my friends, and my professors, my teachers. So I have many people in my life who played a major role and helped me and supported me. I would like to thank all of them. And thank you, Sujata. Best of luck. And I really appreciate the work what you are doing. And good to see many mentees who received their certificates and who would like to get the benefit from this mentoring program. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Trupti, for sharing, and then thanking your mentor when you needed. And it was just a platform for you to thank. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
May I now request Cheryl? Is Cheryl here?
Hi, Sujata. Can you hear me? Hello?
Reply to you. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hi. Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. And as we all know, without mentors, we would still be where we are, but we would have struggled to be where we are and had to figure things out ourselves. I'd like to thank two people. First of all, Sujata, because I started with the mentoring and she explained to me everything, what was about the third sector, how we work, why we do the work we do, what is mentoring, and also gave me the first opportunity for a paid job after my career break as a project coordinator with the BAME Youth Aspirations Project. And that was the starting step in my life. She also encouraged me to participate in forums and speak about my opinions and the difficulties that Black, Asian, minority ethnic people face and the hardships and the sort of institutional racism and discriminations we go through. Without Sujata's help, I wouldn't have had the confidence and made all those connections I did. The second person I want to thank is Maria Mesa, who's the CEO of Women's Connect First, where I currently work as an engagement officer. She encouraged me. She gave me the full leverage to do and handle the project the way I wanted to. So I started with handling the hate crime project with Women Connect First, and it was a very big project. It was a very important project, and it was a very difficult project at the same time because we spoke about discrimination. We talked about hate crime. We wanted to raise awareness between the ethnic minority communities in Wales. And it was really a difficult time in 2020 and 2021, as you all know, because we started the Black Lives Matter movement. We spoke about institutional racism and discrimination. And she guided me, she supported me, and she helped me. She also gave me the confidence to do all the work that I did so far. And without her, I don't think I would have, or the project would have been where it is today. So I want to thank Sujata and Maria Mesa from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. That I wasn't expecting that. Thank you so much. It's good to see as a mentor, good to see people progressing. That is our main aim at the mentoring. Thank you very much and all the best. Is Olivia Maria Ruffini here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hi. Go on.
Yes, so I wanted to thank you, my mentor, Kim Travers. Basically, I was looking for a mentor because I was going through a career change. I was moving from one area to something completely different. And at the time, I was doing my master's because I wanted to pursue this new area. And I was a little bit lost. And at the University of Westminster, they have this mentoring program, which I was invited to participate, which was a great thing because they helped me find a mentor for the exact area that I was looking for. And Kim really helped me not only with the technical stuff, with CVs and cover letters and things like that are really important if you're looking for to start something new, but she also helped me to build my brand and to get the confidence to move through this new area and just, give everything that I have and also use the experience from the other area as well. That made all the difference to me. And I am what I am today. I'm working in this new area and I'm happy to do that because of all of her support. So I really wanted to thank Kim Travers for that. And thank you, Sujata, for allowing me to share my experience as a University of Westminster mentee and to be here and experience all this. This has been an amazing event. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Isn't it nice to say thank you on a day like this and remind us about our mentors, how they have, motivated us? I have my mentor here, Fran Target. I'm working on a project with Bevan Commission. So would you like to say something, Fran? Please, I know I'm putting you on the spot. I'm putting you on the spot, sir.
You put me on the spot, Sujatha, but thank you very much. And I'm delighted to be your mentor with the Bevan work, mainly because I believe in co-mentoring, and I think I'm going to learn as much from you as you might from me. And so thank you for the opportunity. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm a bit like some of the others where I haven't ever had a formal mentor, but I have lots and lots of people who have over the years given me the sort of mentoring support I needed when I had tough choices to make. Some of whom, I have to say, are women that I go out and drink and eat with usually, and I have so missed them this last 2 years. So we need to get back to doing that sort of informal mentoring as well. It's been a brilliant evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fran. I know I always tell people, our mentees or others, that informal mentoring is always there, have been there, but we are making it more professional and formal mentoring that will have an impact. We see progress, we can monitor progress, we can monitor the relationship and supervision and everything. So may I request Ebed, I know I'm going to put you on the spot. Ebed is from C3SC, and Ebed, C3SC and the Mentoring Network Wales last year, I think just before the pandemic, and we had to stall it. May I request you unmute yourself and say something about that? I know I'm putting you on the spot again.
That's totally fine. Appreciate it. And good afternoon, colleagues. No, certainly, we say last year, but it's definitely two years since we last did that, because it's been almost 2 years of the pandemic. But yes, we did have an event to relaunch Mentoring Network Wales, which we look forward to going back on it and working with the mentoring. And Sujatha, as all of you have said, has been a tremendous force of mentoring in Cardiff. And it's really not just sort of the formal aspect of mentoring, but also the social aspect. I've been to a few events, and it would sometimes seem like a community center or even a cultural center. The number and the diversity of people who come there and the inspirational stories. I also see myself. I was mentored when I started, eventually joined the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme, and I know how these programs and mentoring, etc., has been of help. So I have been a business mentor for the Princess Trust for a few years, though not as active as I would like to be. But again, we know the benefit of it as well. So we have been supporting a few organizations, especially young people, with a youth-led grant, where we give up to £4,600 to youth-led projects to be delivered by young people. We also have a youth-led panel where we recruit young people and mentor them on making decisions on grants in Cardiff. As well as just recently, we are now recruiting for 2 young people on the Kickstart scheme to train them as communication assistants. So really anything we can do to support the sector, C3SC as the voice of the third sector has been, should I say, or claimed to be at the forefront of various aspects of mentoring. So I'm delighted to be part of this program, and it's great to hear some massive inspirational people here from Canada, India, the UK, the USA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ebed. May I request anyone from the audience to say anything, or we are coming to the end of the program. So is there anyone? Catherine, you're being a mentor.
Yeah, I want to say something.
Go on.
Hello, everyone. I am Silati Dabo from Sierra Leone, West Africa. And I'm sure I'm the first person the mentoring has ever come across from Sierra Leone. I am a waiting graduate. I majored in banking and finance, and I graduating, also mentoring, I have a mentor when I was a kid. That's my daddy, because I lost my mom. I was at 4 years old, and I was only left with my younger sister and my daddy. But my dad was this person who always, like I can say, never forgot his responsibilities, although he married to another woman, but he never forgot us as his own children. He gave us everything that we needed. So like I thought that, okay, since my dad is here, you know, he has been taking all responsibilities. He never neglected us because our mother is there. Because here in Africa, you know, there are some certain parents, there are some certain husbands, since when they lose a woman, you know, like if a woman dies and leaves children behind, you know, the husband doesn't want to know about the children that are being left. So like they only think about the newly wedded wife or the children of the newly wedded wife. But my daddy never looked up to that. You know, he never stopped the responsibilities. He has been giving me all he can for me to achieve my dream and come to pass. So like I thought it fit that, okay, now this is a very big lesson to me as a young man growing up, and I have to be very, very conscious, and I have to take my dad as a mentor, because like, let's assume tomorrow, I'm not praying for it, tomorrow probably similar something happens to me. I think I just have to apply the same method so that I can live a very happy life. And when it comes to mentoring, I think I have mentees also, and I have another mentor who I'm very, very proud of. You know, two of them also. One is Sujata. Sujata has been an absolutely amazing woman. Like I met her 2 years ago, and she told me, like when I spoke to her, she told me, you're a very, very, very intelligent young man, and you have dreams and ambitions. You know, like she has been telling me, like most times I used to say, I want to be this, I want to be this. She said, no, you have one mindset. Don't follow anybody. You have to copy your own. You have your own dreams. It doesn't mean because that person said they want to be this, you just have to imitate that person. Be yourself. You know, I was so proud. I was so proud of her. And I read another book. When I was reading the book, like I saw all what Sujata was telling me about being myself and all. So I'm very, very proud of Sujata. And also I have another mentor who I'm very, very proud of, who is Professor Uzo Iwobi. She's in Wales. You know, I say I've met her for the past 2 to 3 years also. You know, she's been an amazing woman. Like, you know, here in Africa, most times, so many challenges people face when you're in the universities or when you're trying to pursue your dream. You know, I can say she's been there. She's been trying to ensure that I can never give up on what I'm doing. You know, she's been ensuring that she can put me on the right track, give me instances, scenarios about life. You know, how life is and what are the importance. So today I can say I found a new mentor, which of course I never knew, and I'm proud to tell you, Malani, that you are now a mentor. I am majoring in banking and finance. And since you have a background on banking or financial institutions, I'm proud to tell you that you're going to be my newly added mentor. I'm going to add it to the list of mentors. Okay. I wish we can go further with our conversations and I can learn so many things from you. I'm actually looking forward to do my master's next year, if I'm opportune, because here in my country, when you graduate from the university, the unemployment rate is too high. There is no job. Either you have political connections or you have any other connections, but it's very difficult to get job when you graduate. You know, so most times I say, okay, before I sit down here, let me just look for ways I think I can go do my master's and come back. You know, or even if I have, because I have mentees too that are looking up to me. I've been doing volunteering. I've been mentoring blind kids here in Sierra Leone. In my hometown where I attended my secondary school. These blind kids have been very, very, very good looking up to me. And most times whenever I go there, they tell me, I want to be like you. Yeah, you know how to speak. You speak good English. You have very good accent like white people. I say, oh, that's fine. I say, all you guys need to do is to believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, and things will be fine. I remember I did a fundraising, GoFundMe for one of the kids who was having frequent tears running from the eyes. So like they didn't believe. The family is very, 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 very. They are coming from that low income earning side. So like I tried as best as I could, and I tried to raise funds for her to do surgery. And thank God now the situation has been solved. Though she's still impaired, she cannot see. The situation has been impaired. from that, colleagues have been admiring me so much for that. So I want to thank you very much. You guys are so amazing. I wish we can go all. It's a very good time with you. I appreciate you all. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Cecility. It's good to hear. It's a very emotional story of yours, and I'm glad that you found a new mentor, Malini. Thank you, Malini. Is there anybody or?
Program began with the young lad from India saying you are his mentor, and now I would like to say all the things I wanted to say about you. Everybody else has said it. You know, you are a mentor, you're a mentee, you work selflessly, you're there for people, for everyone, and you are a fantastic person.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what else to say, and I think everyone will agree, because everybody has been talking about you. So, and you came to celebrate Banavi's father-in-law's 100th birthday without taking flowers for him out of the blue. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you, Yasmin. You know what we have already said, that I learn a lot. I think even Fran said the same thing. We all learn as mentors from mentees, and all of you, and mentees can become mentors. You know, I've got some friends here. Yasmin, you've been my mentor. Augustine has been my mentor. Malini has been my mentor too. So we are all here to learn from each other and build that relationship. Jane always said, Jane Lewis, who was one of the speakers, said, mentoring is a relationship, and we have to grow with that. And I'm glad all of you have enjoyed and hope to see you all again. I will now end this program. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Sujata.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much,
Bye.
Sujata.
Thanks.